Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So, I think it's time that I answered this question. And some people have asked me in the past, and even today, they have asked me this following question, and that is, why do you enjoy flight simulations so much? And I want to try to answer that as best as I can on this video. Now, keep in mind, I do play a variety of stuff. I do play other games, other video games out there, as you all know, who have followed me and are following me. You pretty much know that I'm all about variety, and I like to try different things. I like to try different types of video games. I'm not like stuck just on one specific genre of video games. However, simulators have always been part of my hobby, whether it be iRacing, internet racing, NASCAR racing, um train simulator, American truck simulator, Euro truck simulator, even the X-plane, right? The X-plane 10 and 11 before flight Microsoft Flight Simulator came in on the scene in 2020. But the reason that I am mainly attracted to the flying and the flight simulators, I always had this. How do I put this? It's. I'm trying to explain to you why I like Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm trying to explain to you why that is. One of the biggest reasons, and forgive me for stumbling on my words, one of the main reasons why I enjoy flying, and I think my friend Dominic will agree on this as well, is because when I'm flying, when I'm in a flight simulator, I feel relaxed. It's like a therapeutic experience for me. What I'm trying to say, it's like a therapeutic experience. And during the COVID-19 in 2020 and 2021 came just in the perfect time. A lot of people were, at home and they couldn't go anywhere because it was a lockdown. So this really was like a gift from the gods, right? For people to be able to fly. I gotta tell you, I think there's more pilots now because of this game and because of the COVID-19, because everyone was locked up inside. It's really because of this game, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that a lot of people started getting the interest into flying. They got their first pilot license, whether it's Cessna, right, or single prop turbo engine, or just a regular Skyhawk Cessna, right? But nonetheless, people started getting the interest to either become a pilot or to pursue a working on their pilot licensing to become a full commercial pilot. And there's a lot of stories on YouTube about that. There's a lot of stories on the internet about that. And Microsoft and Asobo have really created the ultimate. I call this the ultimate flight simulator experience. Not only can you fly anywhere in the world in real time with a real ATC, with a real weather, but you get to have these commercial airliners that are designed by companies such as PMDG, Phoenix, and others that are study level type flight models. So, nothing against X-Plane, and I know this is going to come up. I have X-Plane 10, 11, 12. and I played it because that was the only thing that was available back then, and it served me well and served a lot of people well. Will played it, I played it, but when you look at the Microsoft Flight Simulator and what this has to offer, you really like. What's the point of going back to that? That's like a question that I ask. What's the point of going back to the X-Plane when you have this? And this is also a great tool to learn about how to cold and dark, how to start an airplane, right? So here we are in a Palm Beach International, and it's raining, and it really is raining, okay? And we are sitting inside a Dreamliner 787 Boeing, right? And if anybody wants to learn on how to start an airplane, how to start 787 Dreamliner, you don't have to go to a school to pay somebody to teach you. Actually, this software, this I don't call it a game because it is a simulator software. This simulator software by Microsoft will let you do that even on an Xbox. And right now I'm on an Xbox. I'm not even on a PC. It will let you do that. It will show you how to turn on a airplane, how to go through checklists, how to go through all the procedures. And that's another benefit that you get. And all you have to do is just pay a subscription of $14.99, $15 a month for a Game Pass Ultimate, and you get this included, this software. Now, of course, nothing's going to change the real thing, flying a real airplane. You're still going to have to, of course, go out there and get your first pilot license, and then, move up and evolve to a commercial license, right? And keep climbing up to your career of flying. But I think this is a great way for you to get familiar with the avionics and airplanes. So that way, when you start the school, when you start getting your license, when you go to a flight school, you're going to have a much better understanding on how to operate these airplanes. So this is one of the great benefits of Microsoft Flight Simulator, that I really haven't seen that many videos like talking about this as I am talking about it now. Because some people, they use it as for fun, and you can do that. You can treat it as a video game and just have some goofy fun. But me personally, I think you should treat this as an educational learning software that can help you get better understanding on how to operate airplanes. So I talked about this yesterday. What is the very first thing of any airplane, whether it's 747 or 787, in this case Dreamliner, or 737 or Airbus 320, 318, 320, 319, 321, you name it. They're all pretty much running on a basic principle, and that principle is, yes, you need jettison fuel, of course, to run the engines, and next to it you need electricity. But the first thing that you're always going to have to remember when you are in this kind of a situation, cold and dark, you always have to turn on the battery. And this is something that's exactly the same in every airplane. It's the battery. All right, so you're sitting in the 787 Dreamliner, and you're like, okay, what do I do? Well, you got to look up for the batteries, right? You see, there's a fuel jettison. That's where the fuel, it's pumping to the engine. But in order for you to do that, you need electricity to get those engines rolling. So you're gonna need the battery, right? So the battery should be where it says electrical, and you can see it right here. It says electrical right there. So there's your battery, and you turn it on, which is right over here. There you go. It's gonna turn on. Start the APU on. Make sure that that everything's turned on. And there you're gonna see your display showing up. So, the reason I'm showing you this is because that's what I have learned just by using this software. I learned about the very important basic principle, and that is, yes, jettison fuel needs to be pumped in to get to get to the engine, so the engine turbines can start. But you're gonna need the electricity to do that, right? Like your car, yes, it could be, the tank can be filled with fuel to the maximum. You could have a full tank in your car, but without that ignition, without the electricity, that fuel that's sitting there in your car is pointless. Without a battery, that fuel in there, that's in your car, it's pointless. So it's the same principle here. You need to memorize that. And of course, you want to come down here, get your engine, check your engine, left and right. Now, some airplanes will have a different layout, and granted, sure. But for the most part, it's pretty much the basic principle. Like, yes, some of them will have a different dashboard design, but for the most part, next to your quadrant, you know that you have to get the fuel control for your left and the right engine. So you know it's always going to be next to the quadrant. So you come over here, make sure you turn it on. So it's on, so you can get that fuel. And then you want to turn on the APU over here, which is right over here. You want to make sure that your APU is on start. And you come here. Hold it. And the engines should start rolling pretty soon. There you go, see? Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Everything's turned on, ready to rock and roll. And now the ATC, the ATC is going to start talking to me pretty soon. So, the reason I'm showing you this, this is something that anyone can learn. And all they need is just a subscription to Game Pass, which is what, $15 a month. And I think this is a great value of Mike's Flight Simulator, that you can actually learn how to operate all of these commercial airliners. And if you decide to become a commercial pilot, this is really a great way for you to learn the basics, to get your feet wet, if you will. So if I can do this, anybody can do it, honestly. And that's this is. But then again, this is not the main reason why I'm playing the flight simulator. Yes, I want to learn, and I am learning. I want to learn how to operate these airplanes, and I want to learn other things, and of course ATC, air traffic control, and talking on the communication. It's really important. That's one of the most important parts, as well, is communicating, talking to the tower, but also flight planning. The IFR and the VFR, right? High altitude, low altitude. There's a lot more stuff that you have to, of course, learn. But all of these things you can learn on the flight simulator, on this software. This is not a video game. This is a software for you to learn. And this is why a lot of pilots are using this software. And again, you can treat it as a video game and do some arcade-ish, goofy stuff if you want to on a multiplayer and have some fun, sure. But a lot of people are treating Microsoft Flight Simulator as a real deal. But my reason for flying this specific software called the Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's because it's very therapeutic, and it's very relaxing for me. I'm not gonna go for a pilot school. I'm not gonna become a pilot. It's too expensive for me to pursue that, and it's just I'm not in the best of health, to be honest. In order for me to be a pilot, I think I would make a decent pilot, but I'm just too old for it. And this is something I should have done when I was younger. Pursue that career. Right now, I got all kinds of things wrong with me, health wise and all that, which I'm not gonna get into. But if I was younger, if I was like 19 years old or 20 years old, I would have pursued going to a flight school or becoming a licensed pilot, get my first licensed pilot license, and then work my way to get my commercial and all that, and then start working as a commercial pilot. But that's over. But at least I have this. And again, I'm not playing Flight Simulator to brag about, hey, look, I know how to fly these planes. I know how to turn them on. I know how to use all these switches. I'm not doing it for that reason. I fly this software because it relaxes me. Everyday stress, everyday drama. I feel right at home when I'm flying, dude. It's like a therapy for me, dude. For some people, it might be something else, some sort of different meditation. For me, this is meditation. For me, this is a therapy, and it's a very therapeutic experience. And it's one of the main reasons why I play it. I know that my friend Dominic knows this, but some of you don't know this. But now you know. If you're watching this video, then now you know. And I was debating if I should make this video or not, but I felt like maybe I should kind of like talk about this, because I never see anybody kind of like talk about as to why they're playing the flight simulator. What's the reason for playing a flight simulator? Yes, I know there's some out there who want to be pilots and all the other stuff. But I never like seen a video where people go in detail as to what's so appealing about flying, like to kind of go into it and in detail. And that's what I'm trying to do here, to explain to you in detail why that is. So that's all I really wanted to say on this video. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I just felt like explaining to some of you as to why I play Flight Simulator. And it's relaxing. That's one of the main reasons why. It's like it's relaxing, it's therapeutic, and I don't know how else to say it. You know. Now we still have to do some other stuff. There's a jettison engine. We have to turn on the engine. Remember, yes, we got the feed for the fuel down here, right? To get that fuel feed. You see that fuel control for your left and right engine, but you still have to get the engine after the APU to get the engine to start going. And it's right here, obviously. You see it. You can't miss it. These are all the things that, I can go into detail. We all can go into detail about this, you know. And there it is now. It's going to start. The engine's going to start left and right. And you're going to hear the ATC on the radio. It's going to start talking to me, you know. Set your, route, whatever. Acknowledge. Would you like to use the pushback, which I'm going to need to get the plane out. And then set the taxi to the runway that I'm being selected by the ATC tower. And here, there's the engine. You can hear it. Here. You can see it. Not only can you hear, but you can see it. There it is. And yes, this is on Xbox. Now, personally, I like using my PC, but there's nothing wrong with the Xbox. I already talked about this yesterday. I just want to kind of emphasize. There's absolutely nothing wrong with using an Xbox, okay? And my friend Dominic has been using it, and it served him well. Others have been using it and served them well. It's only like, what, $500? Or if you go with the Series S, it's only like $300 to get you started, to get your feet wet. That's nothing in comparison how much you would have to spend if you're gonna buy a PC, build the PC, get the monitors and the graphics card, and get the the IR tracker or the eye tracking and all that. It would cost you even more money. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Xbox, playing it on the Xbox, okay? So now all I would have to do is just call the ATC and tell the ATC that hey, I need to get some pushback here. So I call the ground service and tell them I want to push back, and that's it.
Palm Beach ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 requesting pushback.
And you're gonna have you'll have a pushback tug coming in. Tug is the vehicle that's going to be pushing and moving this vehicle in reverse. And you're going to see it in a minute. And the tower's already telling you which runway to go.
Taxi to and hold short runway 28 right.
28R.
Charlie Bravo Boeing 787.
For some reason, I'm not getting my pushback. I don't know why. Let's try it again. I need a pushback, please.
Palm Beach ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 requesting pushback.
And
Palm Beach ground Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787. No pushback tug is available to answer your request.
for some reason, the pushback is not available, but that's okay. I can still manage. I can still turn this vehicle, I mean, this airplane around. I might have to touch on the grass a little bit, but I can still manage it. It's all good. Uh, that's fine. I can still turn it around. That's all right. I just have to go slow. I can still spin it around. That's all right. It's no problem. So, I don't know, is there anything else I can say other than what I already said? And I don't want to make this video too long. It's already half an hour, and my camera is fogging out. But I just wanted to tell you as to why I love Microsoft Flight Simulator and why I am kind of glad that I'm back. I mean, I always fly. It's just, I haven't really live streamed it as much as I used to. I've been obviously doing other things regarding, PlayStation VR 2, PC games, Asus ROG Li, and other things, right? So I was busy with that. But whenever I get a chance, man, I always try to find time to fly. So to me, this is therapeutic. This is relaxing. I enjoy this. To some people, they find this boring, and that's okay. Look, this flying is not for everyone, and it's not meant to be for everyone. It's a special interest. And listen, uh, I don't want somebody to become a pilot just to impress somebody. I want people to become pilots because they truly are passionate about it. You can't be good or great at your work if you're not passionate about it, if you're just doing it for the wrong reasons. I always tell people this: never pursue a profession that you don't feel passionate about. Um, don't do that. You know what I mean? Do it because you really love doing it. Don't do it because you want to impress somebody. Don't do it for the wrong reasons, because you're not going to be good at it. If you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you're not going to be good at it. You're going to suck at it. So do things because you really love doing it. I always tell people that, but that's something only you know what your passion is. Me, like I said earlier, it's too late for me to be a pilot. It's too late for me to. I know some people are going to say, "Oh, you can." I know. But like I said, I have some health problems and all that. I would have to take care of that first. And sure, the money, it's a problem. Sure, it's expensive, but again, I'm not flying Microsoft Flight Simulator because I want to brag about, hey, I know how to fly these airplanes. I know how to successfully land them, or I know how to operate them. I'm doing it because I love flying. It's therapeutic experience, you know. And like I said, you have to do it for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. Um, And there's we need to get the HUD brightness here a little bit, because get the Vipers, get the
American 2071, all position caution, the generic on final.
get the brightness going here. All right,
All position American 2071.
now it's a little bit brighter. Of course, I'm not gonna fly this plan here. I'm just kind of doing this to talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I felt like I never done a video like this where I'm kind of being honest with you as to why I am, flying the Microsoft Flight Simulator. My friend Dominic knows, because he knows that I love flying, and of course he loves aviation. So and it's just a therapeutic experience. I don't know how else to say it, guys. And I know I might be like annoying with stumbling with my words to express myself. I should have prepared some kind of a script. But see, I don't like preparing scripts, because that's phony. That's not coming from your heart. When you are preparing a script, then you're trying so hard to be, this whatever perfect, whatever, top G. I'm not trying to be a perfect top G. I'm just telling you
2071.
from the heart why I love Microsoft Flight Simulator. And that's it. Just being honest. And that's how you should be. You should speak from the heart.
Roger, American
You know,
2071.
if you're passionate about something, you should speak from the heart, and people are going to know it, that you're passionate about it. But if you're preparing a script and you just, that's one of my issues with politicians. They're not speaking from a heart. They're reading a teleprompter, you know. Even our presidents, why do they have to have a prepared speech? Why can't they speak from the heart? Why do you need a teleprompter? If you need a teleprompter, that means you're an actor. You are just reading something that's already being written by somebody else. They're not your thoughts. They're not your words. And you're never going to be transparent. And that's why I don't expect presidents or politicians to ever be transparent, because they're reading a teleprompter. But anyway, I don't want to talk about politics, because that's not what this video is about. I'm just using different analogies and examples. So if you're passionate about something, it's going to resonate. People are going to see it. You can't hide that, right? Christopher Nolan is a passionate filmmaker, and that's why he makes an amazing movies. Same thing with Jim Cameron, Steven Spielberg, Bob Zemeckis, Ridley Scott, etc., etc. They're passionate about their craft. They're passionate about their work. And clearly it shows on the movies, and you see it. Same thing with the actors. They're passionate about acting, and it shows on the screen. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I can go ahead and take off with this airplane, but I don't know why would you want me to okay, I guess I can end the video by doing that. Sure, why not? And I'm sorry that this video is about half an hour, but I haven't made this kind of a video, and I felt like maybe I should make this kind of a video just to kind of express my love for Flight Simulator and why I love Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm sure there's other videos telling you why they love Flight Simulator, but I want to tell you personally, in my own words, as to why I love flying. And again, I'm sorry that the video is 35 minutes. I know you guys don't like these long videos, but I don't like making short videos, because if you make a short video, it's just, again, you have to write a script, you have to put things, squeeze it in 10 minutes. And to me, that's not being real. To me, that's, you're just doing it for the clicks and the views, and I don't care about the clicks and the views. Sure, I make some peanut money on the YouTube. I got some monetized videos. I got over 7,000 plus monetized videos, but it's a peanut money, okay? It's nothing you can live off of, okay? Maybe buy some groceries here and there once in a while. Okay, so I don't want you guys thinking that I'm some high roller, because I ain't. We're gonna go ahead and take off slowly. There we go.
Boeing 787, you are not cleared to take off.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
X-ray 787, tag Boeing B-78X 2 miles west of Palm Beach, 200 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Okay, I will request it.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray 787 Palm Beach approach. Squawk 6465.
Yes, sir.
6465, Boeing 787.
Out of all the things I forgot to acknowledge,
Boeing 787
to
3 miles west of Palm
get the
Beach.
approval to clear from the runway. I forgot. See, I got myself talking to you guys, and I forgot the most important thing, to get the clearance from a runway. Of course, you have to do that. You have to get a clearance from the runway to take off. So anyway, I don't want to butcher this video any longer than it needs to be. I just wanted to kind of briefly talk about why is it that I
Squawk 1200.
love
Frequency change.
this Microsoft Flight Simulator. Why is it that I'm flying it?
Miami Center, Boeing
And
Alpha
I
Sierra
enjoy
X-ray
it.
787.
I really thoroughly, I
Boeing
enjoy
787, 2 miles
flying
west of Palm Beach,
Microsoft Flight
5,900
Simulator,
feet.
and
Request flight
it's a
following.
very therapeutic experience for me.
Southwest 2265
So
descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
maybe you can tell me
Juliet Golf Climb and maintain flight level 300.
what is appealing to you about flying,
787 Miami Center. Squawk
and maybe you can leave that in a comment.
Southwest 2265.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. It's been 40 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just felt like maybe I should make a video where I explain myself as to why. Because a lot of people ask me. I've seen a bunch of videos of you since 2020 with a flight simulator. And if you type in hashtag Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll see a bunch of videos of me in the early days of 2020, 2021, 22, 23. So with 3 years of this Microsoft Flight. So I don't know how many videos, but it's a lot of videos in the course of 3 years of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I felt like explaining myself as to why that is through this 40-minute video, okay?
787.
So, and this is just the beginning. Guys, there's going to be a lot more coming next year, especially with the Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. So I really can't wait. I can't wait for that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think. If you have any comments on this, and what do you think, and about the flight simulator. Why are you using this software? Maybe you can tell me your opinion about Microsoft Flight Simulator and why you fly it and why you use it. What is the appealing? Maybe you can write down in a comment what is so appealing about a flight simulator from Microsoft. You know,
Good day.
maybe you can write in a few words.
132
Now, I
decimal
just want to clarify. I love
Miami
Flight
Central going Alpha
Simulator, but
Sierra
I
X-ray
also
787
love
15,400 feet.
other simulators like
Boeing
Train
Alpha Sierra
Simulator,
X-ray 787
Truck
Miami Central
Simulator.
to
So,
entry
but
southwest
in
of Palm Beach.
general,
Continue as
to me,
planned.
simulators are
Southwest
a
freeway 901
therapeutic,
descend and maintain 15,000
relaxing
feet.
experience. And that's the way I want to end this video. It's a therapeutic, therapeutic,
Descend
relaxing
15,000 feet southwest
uh,
to 901.
experience. Therapeutic, relaxing experience. And I'm pretty sure
Southwest
this
engine
is true
911
for
and maintain flight
others as
level
well.
entry 0. Keep
Okay,
speed
guys,
0
thank you
0
all.
knots.
I appreciate you, love you all. Be good.
UPS
I'll see you
232 to
soon.
descend and maintain
I was
flight
going to
level
do a
0
live stream
0.
today, but I was really, really tired. I needed to get some rest.
Climb and maintain flight
So
level entry 0. Keep
I'll
speed
see you
0
guys tomorrow.
0
Take
at
care.
Southwest